Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Token Topics. I hope everyone out there is doing well and staying safe. We have an exciting video. We're going to do a deep dive into the project Solana. So the topic is Sol. So this is a possible hidden gem of a project that was mentioned in an article from the World Economic Forum. Now, after gathering some information, I believe that this might be a project to consider adding to your portfolio. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Any investing is risky, so please be smart, safe, do it at your own risk. So Solana has a pretty high market ranking already for being a newer project, and as I stated, it was mentioned in the World Economic Forum. That gives me an indication that there are some big players, some big eyes eyeing this project and seeing its potential. Now, I've looking over some information. The transactions per second are unreal with this project. So let's go ahead and dive into some more about Solana.
Hey everyone, my name is Angelica and today we'll be talking about Solana. Solana is a web-scale blockchain that provides fast, secure, scalable, decentralized apps and marketplaces. The system currently supports 65,000 transactions per second and 400 milliseconds transactions latency. The overarching goal of Solana is to demonstrate that there is a possible set of software algorithms using the combination to create a blockchain. So this would allow transaction throughput to scale proportionally with network bandwidth satisfying all properties of a blockchain: scalability, security, and decentralization. Furthermore, the system is able to support an upper bound of 710,000 TPS on a standard gigabit network and 28.4 million TPS on a 40 gigabit network. As one of the most performant permissionless blockchains in the world, the network has 200 physically distinct nodes supporting a throughput of more than 50,000 TPS when running with GPUs. One of the biggest challenges with distributed systems in the agreement in time. At any given time, in a non-partitioned state, there is one leader in the network. Each verifier node has the same hardware capabilities as a leader and can be elected as a leader. This is done through a POS-based elect. Unlike Bitcoin that uses the POW algorithm as a decentralized clock for the system, Solana uses a proof-of-history method in tandem with a proof-of-stake consensus. With proof of history, you're able to create historical records that prove that an event occurs during a specific moment in time. The algorithm is a high-frequency, verifiable delay function. This function requires a specific number of sequential steps to evaluate. Transactions or events that are evaluated will be given a unique hash and a count that can be publicly and effectively verified. The count allows us to know when each transaction or event occurred, functioning like a cryptographic timestamp. Within every node, there's also a cryptographic clock that keeps track of the network's time and the ordering of events. This allows high throughput and more efficiency within the Solana network. The 8 core innovations of Solana are proof of history. A clock before consensus, Solana's POH consensus algorithm, helps to create more efficiency and higher throughput rate within the Solana network. This allows the system to more easily track transactions and keep track of the ordering of the events, since it keeps historical records of events or transactions. Tower BFT is a PBFT-like consensus algorithm that is made to take advantage of the synchronized clock. The Tower BFT uses the POH as its cryptographic clock, which allows consensus to be reached without having to incur massive messaging overhead and transaction latency. TURBINE, a block propagation protocol. The TURBINE protocol makes it easier to transmit data to the blockchain nodes. TURBINE is able to do this by breaking the data into smaller packets. This allows Solana to address issues of bandwidth and also increase its overall capacity to settle transactions faster. Gulfstream, mempool-less transaction forwarding protocol. The Gulfstream protocol plays an important role pushing transaction caching and forwarding it to the edge of the network. This allows the validators to execute the transactions ahead of time, reducing confirmation time, faster leader switching, and reduce memory pressure on validators from unconfirmed transaction pools. So this protocol is what allows Solana to support 50K TPS. SEALEVEL. Parallel Smart Contracts Runtime SEALEVEL is a hyper-parallelized transaction processing engine that is used to scale horizontally across GPUs and SSDs. With the system in place, it allows Solana to obtain a more efficient runtime and also allow transactions to run concurrently on the same state blockchains. Pipeline, a transaction processing unit for validation optimization. Pipelining is a process where a stream of input data assigns to different hardwares responsible for it. So this mechanism allows transaction information to be quickly validated and replicated across all the nodes in the network. CLOUDBREAK, horizontally scaled accounts database. To achieve the necessary scalability on the Solana network, it requires the use of CLOUDBREAK. CLOUDBREAK is a data structure that is optimal for concurrent reads and writes across the network. Archivers, distributed ledger storage. We use archivers for data storage. Data on Solana offloads from validators to a network of nodes known as archivers. These nodes can be lightweight, for example, laptops, and they will be subject to a check every so often to ensure they are storing the right data. The Solana cluster plays an important role in the Solana software. A cluster is a set of computers that are working together. They can be viewed from the outside as a singular system. Each Solana cluster is a set of independently owned computers that usually work together, but can also work against each other. The computers help verify the output of the untrusted user-submitted programs. Furthermore, we can use a cluster anytime a user hopes to preserve an immutable record of events, or the programmatic interpretation of the events. So how does Solana work? Firstly, input of transactions to the leader. Second, leader will sequence the messages and orders them efficiently so that it can be processed by other nodes. Third, the leader then executes the transactions on the current state that stores in the RAM. Fourth, the leader will then publish the transactions and signature of the final state to verifiers. Fifth, the verifiers will then execute the same transactions on their copies of the state and publish their signatures of the state if it receives confirmation. And lastly, published confirmations will then serve as votes for the consensus algorithm. Solana solves the many traditional issues that earlier blockchain technology experiences. Solana displays a new structure for verifying transactions and a more efficient consensus algorithm. The platform will definitely be a strong competitor with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Solana displays the fast advancements in the crypto industry in just mere 10 years. The platform will definitely be something to look out for as it continues to develop. To know more about Solana, check out their website and their socials. We'll see you again next time.
All right, excellent. So you have 8 attributes that make Solana stand out, and its proof of history algorithm is a one of a kind. Truly interesting. Incredible. Also, yeah, incredible TPS. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and see where it's headquartered at and the minds behind this brilliant project. All right, so somebody possibly looking into this project to invest in, of course, they're probably going to want to know where it's headquartered at. So Solana is headquartered in San Francisco, so it's a U.S. company. All right, so here from CoinMarketCap. So who are the founders? Anatoly Yakovenko is the most important person behind Solana. His professional career started at Qualcomm, where he quickly moved up ranks and became senior staff manager in 2015. Later on, his professional path shifted, and Yakovenko entered a new position as a software engineer at Dropbox. In 2017, Yakovenko started working on a project which would later materialize as Solana. He teamed up with his Qualcomm colleague, Greg Fitzgerald, and they founded a project called Solana Labs. Attracting several more former Qualcomm colleagues in the process, the Solana protocol and Sol token were released into public in 2020, so still a fairly new project. Alright, so what makes Solana unique? One of the essential innovations Solana brings to the table is this proof of history consensus developed by Anatoly. This concept allows greater scalability of the protocol, which in turn boosts usability. Solana is known in the cryptocurrency space because of its incredible short processing times. The blockchain offers Solana's hybrid protocol allows for significantly decreased validation times for both transaction and smart contract execution. With lightning-fast processing time, Solana has attracted a lot of institutional interest as well. So this is what we're wanting to hear. All right, so institutional eyes are looking at it. Solana protocol is intended to serve both small and big-time enterprise customers alike. So one of Solana's main promises to customers is that they will not be surprised by increased fees and taxes. The protocol is designed in such a way as to have the transaction cost while low transaction costs while still guaranteeing scalability and fast processing. So pretty awesome. Now let's go ahead and look at the ranking right now. So it's ranked number 13, so it's up there. And as it was stated, that enterprises are kind of eyeing it right now. So let's go ahead and look at the market cap and a circulating supply. All right. So we have a circulating supply at just under 300 million. Now, compared to other projects that a lot of them that have billions of tokens in circulation, so it's not too many, which is a good thing, because if you have a smaller supply, you know, and the demand goes up, the price is going to go up. So that's good. All right, so let's look at the market cap. All right, so the market cap, it's very healthy. It's under $10 billion. And so that shows me that there is a lot of power, a lot of money pushing into this project, flowing into this project. And it's definitely not a small project. I know some people are looking for the small market cap, but in the long term of things, if it's a good, solid project, the high market caps are usually a safe bet in the long term. So, all right. And so right now it's $33.71. It's up almost 2% for the day. So let's go ahead and see what it's done in the past several months. All right, so wow, pretty incredible. It's gone up almost 4,000% in just a year. So it would have been really nice to have been able to get in on this project back here. But considering that it's still a very new project and there's a lot of enterprise use cases eyeing the project right now, I still think it has a big chance to go up a lot. All right, let's see what it's done for the month. So it's only going up almost 3% for the month. It's been traded sideways for a while. So it's had a chance to consolidate. So not financial advice. I think it would be a good idea to probably buy it back. All right, now let's go ahead and hear some words from the founder and some members from the team so we get a better understanding of the team and who's behind it.
Throughout these times, I saw a few comments that people wanted some folks to introduce themselves. So I guess if you're just now jumping in, I'm going to start from my bottom up. We have Alatina, who helps with community and marketing. We have Matt in the Yankees hat, who does marketing and growth. We have B on the engineering team, who is developing all of the amazing products on Solana. And then we have Anatoly, who is Solana. He is founder and CEO and creator of Proof of History. And then I'm Austin, marketing community side as well. And I think right on time, 8:15, Matt, who has been helping run all of our hackathons, is just going to give a quick update on all the exciting things happening on that front.
Yeah, hey everyone. It's great to see so many people in the chat. I think there's over 500 now, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm just going to give a little bit of an overview of what our plans are and kind of a recap of our hackathon program. So when mainnet beta launched about a year ago, to get an application built on Solana, you almost for sure had to talk to the engineers that built the protocol. It was really, really difficult to get something off the ground. But some people, kind of like as Anatoly said, ate glass and did it, which was awesome to see. And I think that was like an important proof point that there was demand for this. And over time, like the engineering team and the community have done like an amazing job building out the tooling and documentation and everything you need to kind of get started building quickly. And so we decided that about 6 months ago that maybe we can run like a hackathon and see if people could build something within like a 2-week time frame. And we didn't have a lot of expectations going into it, but we were happily surprised that it was possible. That over 1,000 people joined the hackathon. We had about 50 project submissions. And a couple of those actually decided to continue building on Solana after the event.
All right, so that was a brief introduction of the people behind Solana and some information on the hackathon. Now let's go ahead and get some history on Solana from the founder.
And you can mute the sound notifications, guys, in the top. There's the mute bar.
Hey folks, I'm Anatoly, so awesome to be here. Um, we launched about a year ago with like a very, very small community. There were like about 40 validators, and that was really the core in us building this thing. And over the last year, I think everything 100x in terms of the number of people that are involved, the number of builders working in the project, the validators. The tech has gotten way better too. So it's just been awesome to see. Really grateful for everyone that's joined to be part of this community and enable like all these amazing builders and work with them as we grow the ecosystem. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Tully. I think real quick, since a lot of folks here may have not heard before we kind of jump into the updates, do you want to give the quick 1 or 2 minute founding story of Solana, how you came up with proof of history, kind of the revolutionary technology that allows us to be so efficient, and just how everything started?
Yeah, for folks that haven't listened to any of the podcasts or heard me talk about this before, my background is engineering. So I spent most of my career working on operating systems at Qualcomm, working on wireless networks with wireless protocols and things like that. And I've been optimizing things all my life, basically. So this just kind of something how I always think about a problem in engineering is how I can make it faster. So proof of history was one of those eureka moments where kind of came around accidentally. I had 2 coffees and a beer, or 2 beers and a coffee. I don't remember what, but I was up till 4 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. And I started kind of like just thinking about problems and consensus and how all this stuff works and how it comes together. I had this realization that you can use a similar technique to proof of work, but instead of measuring electricity, how Bitcoin measures for security, you can measure passage of time. And while it doesn't provide you security, what it does is it allows you to take all the stuff that I worked on, over a decade in wireless networks at Qualcomm, to be applied in these permissionless open networks. So we can make these things as fast as, a database running on AWS. And if we can do that, it means we can bring cryptography to everybody in the world. And once you do that, I think the world will change dramatically for the good.
All right, so this is a very long video. I don't want to play the whole video, but this is the official Solana community town hall from the official Solana YouTube channel. I'll put the link down below in case you want to check it out, and also go ahead and subscribe to him and give him some likes. All right, so this is an article from medium.com, and it says the 8 innovations that make Solana the first web-scale blockchain. As I stated before, these are the 8 attributes. So you have proof of history, Tower, BFT, you have Turbine, Gulfstream, SEALEVEL, pipelining, CLOUDBREAK, and archives. So the proof of history is what really sets it out. All right, so let's go ahead and watch this little quick clip to get a better idea of proof of history.
Proof of history enables the blockchain to work fast while maintaining security and decentralization. Here's an analogy. If snapshots of dye diffusion were scrambled, you would know how to place the resulting images in order again because of the laws of entropy as a function of time. Proof of history uses a recursive verifiable delay function to hash incoming events and transactions. Every event has a unique hash and count along this data structure as a function of real time. This information tells us what event had to come before another, almost like a cryptographic timestamp, giving us a verifiable ordering of events as a function of time. Each node gets a cryptographic clock that helps the network agree on time and ordering of events without having to wait to hear from other nodes. Unlike slower, traditional blockchains, oftentimes throttled by various consensus mechanisms, Solana achieves high throughput without sacrificing network security. Visit Solana.com to learn more.
All right, pretty cool. All right, I'll put the link to this article down below in case somebody wants to go more in depth into these attributes. So, all right, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go to the official website here. All right, this is the official website. I'll put the link down below, and there you go. Build crypto apps that scale. So Solana is fast, secure, and censorship-resistant blockchain, providing the open infrastructure required for global adoption. So right here, and if you are a developer, you might want to check this out. All kinds of good stuff. You can click here to learn more. Focus on your business, not your blockchain infrastructure. So you can go here. You can see the view source code. You can build now. Start building. Get your marketplace up and running. So all kinds of tools and so forth for businesses and enterprise use. All right. You can secure the ledger to earn SOL right there. All right, let's go ahead and watch this quick clip to get a better understanding of the project.
Let me ask you a question. Tired of high fees and slow transactions? So are we. Public blockchains have opened the door for anyone with an internet connection to create and access digital markets. The global financial system has the potential to become more innovative, efficient, and democratized. But there's a problem. Legacy blockchains don't scale, and therefore the crypto apps built on top can't either. As usage has increased, so have the fees and transaction wait times, preventing crypto ecosystems from reaching their full potential. Enter Solana. The Solana blockchain is fast, really fast, and it's low cost, with average fees less than a cent per transaction. What's more, Solana empowers developers to rapidly experiment and deploy apps using composable building blocks, while never dealing with additional friction introduced by sharding or fragmented Layer 2 systems. Lastly, Solana is censorship resistant and scales as its ecosystem grows to billions of users globally, meaning the network will remain open for applications to run freely and transactions will never be stopped. Yes, Solana is truly unstoppable, now and forever. So say goodbye to slow transactions and high fees, and say hello to Solana, where you can build crypto apps that scale today.
All right, excellent. Very advanced technology. This is truly incredible. I really do think that this is a hot project. All right, so this is pretty big here. This is an article from the World Economic Forum from June 2021, so very recent. And this is the Global Future Council on Cryptocurrencies. And the fact that Solana was mentioned in this article gives me an indication that there are some big players, some global players that are really eyeing this project. And I think what really is standing out is the security features and the transactions per second and so forth. So yeah, I'm going to put the link to this down below in case you want to go through this, and I'll show you exactly where Solana was mentioned here. I kind of look at this World Economic Forum article as kind of like a cheat sheet of the true players that are going to be here in the end. So as you can see right here, plain as day, Solana was mentioned here. It says Solana is a proof of stake blockchain network with a focus on scale for mainstream adoption, modeled after a mobile broadband data services and hardware. It enables fast transaction times with the ability to scale. The usage protocol grows without relying on layer 2 systems or sharding. The following resources are available to learn more. So I'll put the link, like I said, down below. You can go over some of this. And like, for example, the developer documents, that's just going to bring you back to where we were exploring right here. Okay, excellent. All right. So here we go. I'll put the link to this down below. So this is the ecosystem. It shows a lot of clients, partnerships, customers that they're working with. And as you can see, it's pretty massive. Some pretty big ones right there. Just going down. So from pretty big things right here. Also, I found an older article. Now, I'm just letting people know it's older, but as far as I know, these partnerships are still valid. So there we go, some partners. So Audius chooses Solana to scale long term. You got Circle, which is, guys, Circle is pretty big. Look into Circle. All right. a lot of different partnerships, and it looks to me like it's really partnering with a lot of the blockchain infrastructure of the future. So, all right, some big things with Solana. All right, so this is the white paper in case somebody is very interested in probably investing in this project. I'm going to put the link to this down below. So this is a white paper, so you can get all good information about the project. Solana, a new architecture for a high-performance blockchain. And it's pretty long. So I'll just go over the introduction here. So blockchain is an implementation of a fault-tolerant replicated state machine. Currently, publicly available blockchains do not rely on a time or make a weak assumption about the participants' abilities to keep time. Each node in a network usually relies on their own local clock without the knowledge of any other participants' clock in the network. The lack of trusted sources of time means that when a messaging timestamp is used to accept or reject a message, there is no guarantee that every other participant in the network will make the exact same choice. True. The proof of history presents here is designed to create a ledger with verifiable passages of time, i.e. duration between events and messages ordering. It is anticipated that every node in the network will be able to rely on the record passage of the time ledger without trust. So, excellent. It also goes over to network design. I won't go over this too much because there's a lot to it, but like I said, I'll put the link down below. Very impressive project and how it was laid out. Okay, now you can stake your Solana. So I am going to put a link to this video down below, and this is the official Exodus wallet, so giving them credit right there. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to their channel, check it out, give them a thumbs up. But if you are thinking about getting a Solana, this is going to show you how to stake it easily.
Hello and welcome to the Exodus channel, your home for the best crypto videos. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and we will keep the videos coming. In this video, we're going to learn how to stake Solana Sol. This is really easy to do and does not require any technical knowledge. So let's get straight into it. The easiest and quickest way to stake Solana is with Exodus. If you don't...
Alright, as I said, I'll put the link down below so you can watch this over. And for those who are not too tech savvy, maybe they're just coming into the crypto space, Exodus Wallet, they make it very simple and easy to follow to use their products. Just to let people know, I am not sponsored by Exodus Wallet. I just feel that their products are very nice and easy to use for especially for newcomers. Alright, now somebody's asking, I'm sold. Where do I buy this Solana? So you can buy it for pretty much every major exchange. You can definitely get it from Coinbase. You can get it from Binance. You can get it from Kraken and many others. It's really easy to get your hands on it. So it's, like I said, pretty much every major exchange, whatever exchange you like, most likely they will sell Solana. So, all right, guys and gals, that seems to be the end of the video here. So that's it. Let me know what you think about this project. I always like to get your feedback. I personally think it could be something that's worth adding to your portfolio. It seems to have a bright future. I am really excited to see some big partnerships that come out. So let's keep this on the radar. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Token Topics and take care.